Oh, that looks so much better already. Oh, that looks so much better already. Okay, so where was I? Let's see if doing this is gonna mess my whole thing up here. Yeah, well, it didn't take. Okay, so I'm gonna have to come over here, and we're gonna have to go in and hit this. Let's lower the volume here and hit the transition, and say hello to the folks. Hi, Tardisa. Hello. So, like I was saying, I was on a little bit of a vacation there and had some time off and was doing some things. And while I was away, our boys and girls on the Samaria server here had a little bit of trouble with the evil one, who resides unfortunately on our server and tends to, from time to time, do some things that are not so nice. You may have watched some of Nagi's videos and live streams and whatnot, and you may know I do host his videos whenever they're on, and I'm not. So you might have seen it, you might not have. But what basically happened was that the evil one decided to come out and take over the server. Now, this was last Saturday and Sunday. Now, Saturday, we won. We were victorious against the evil one. But the evil one came back on Sunday, which tends to happen. Not everybody is on at the same time, so you know, want to give everybody a chance to go fight with them. But the players lost, and the long and short of what that means for me specifically and the rest of the server is my North Hub is encased in lava and acid. And if we get close, oh sure, now it's not going to happen. Well, it also has a darkness spell. It might be because I'm in a god mode, and look at that, a nice plague mine. Isn't that nice? Thanks. There it is. So if you go inside the area, everything is in darkness, and you can't see anything. So yeah, there's that. So I'll try not to step on the line. So, as for those of you who play on our server and know the North Hub, it's a great spot for starting questers, because there's a number of quest series that start right here. It's also, for those who don't know, Tardise's home, and the gentleman building it, his name is Carson, and he is standing right over here. Yeah, he's not happy. And if we talk to him, he'll tell you just how unhappy he really is about this whole thing. And wants to know where everybody was and why everybody didn't fight their hardest to protect the North Hub. But that is neither here nor there. Now, getting a little bit out of character, not that I was really in character, but we're going to do some editing on these two thespians here. We're going to do some Pippi scripting here in a second, and basically what's going to happen is players are going to come here and they're going to, well, I might as well show you because I already did a lot of it. So I started with my standard starter script. So I have my origin node going into a has rank admin check, and if it does, then I get an admin menu where I can do any options I present to myself over here. I haven't set any. I will eventually, but I haven't yet. A normal player, when it hits the origin node, will just go bounce to 8. Usually it bounces to 3, but I needed to add something in. Sorry, that was all my meeps announcing that I'm streaming. But that's basically going to check to see where our global variable, buckets of water, ice, and milk are. As they get to a value that is 0 or less, it will clear, subtract 1 from this NHLA cleared. Basically, the first step, or the first phase of this whole construction, is to clear out all the lava and acid from the base. And once that's done, then we're going to do part 2, which is going to be clearing out the darkness and then rebuilding the structure itself. Not from scratch. I'm going to take out a few pieces here and there, and and once it's rebuilt, it'll be, add those pieces back in. Some of that will be rebuilding the few thralls that are around the base to protect it. Now, okay, so it can bounce to 8. It's going to check the variables and do any subtracting of the global north hub, lava and acid cleared. Check. If any of these are false, it's going to go to 3, which is going to pop us up here to our main code. Main code is going to check for local well, not local, but quests and conditions. So we're checking the cleared to see if if this checks passed or failed. If it's down to 0, if it is, it's going to go to the next phase, which I haven't programmed yet. Since it's still at 3, it's going to always be true, and it's going to go check to see if the player has this O Carson Nothing quest. Then it's going to check if they have a North Hub Phase 1 quest. And if they don't have either one of those, it's going to bounce to 4. Which is going to be the first instance any player comes up to it. It's always going to bounce to 4. And he gives you a little talk. Waits 2 seconds, give you a little bit more. Presents you with 2 options. If you partake, it's going to do this line of coding. It's going to be delete the O Carson quest, and just in case they happen to choose this one first, they can come back and choose to do it anyway, and it'll delete that quest, which is what we want. It'll give them the North Hub Phase 1 quest, and it will give them 10 points of North Hub loyalty. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm using the character variable operation. So each player will have this NH loyalty attached to them as a stat, and they're going to start off here, and once they get it, they're going to have a value of 10. Now, as we progress through these scripts, I'm going to add more and more points, or even subtract points depending on their options that they choose. Sometimes if they do actions like I owe you nothing, they're going to lose loyalty, and that's not going to be good, because later on, when it comes time to reward the players for all their efforts, it's going to be based on how much they've actually done, this loyalty value. And they'll be able to trade that loyalty for various items within the within the script that I prepare for that. But we're not up to that yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave that right there. We're also going to give them the quest to go help Hordor the Gaseous. Hordor the Gaseous. And that's it. And then they'll go and they'll talk to Hordor. Now, if they decide to come back to Carson before they finish with Hordor, they will see this next section. Okay, so what will happen is they'll come in here as normal. They'll hit 3. They'll go to failing this because we deleted the quest. And they'll go to true here, and they'll check to see if we have the completed quest. If they have, then it'll go to 6. If they haven't, it'll ask them, hey, what do you want? And go to 7, which is right here. So now we're checking again. I really don't need to do this, but I'm thinking I might come back to this. If I have this quest here, it'll, and you don't, if they haven't completed the helping Hodor Gashes, it'll present this option to the player. If they have completed it, then it won't present this option, and this line will be completely out of their, won't be available to them. So 7 will hit, they'll have this option or this option. So just checking on progress. Okay, well, my last report, it told me about Hodor. And it'll tell me how many buckets of water has been collected, how many pieces of ice have been collected, and how many buckets of milk have been collected. And that's it. You can say thank you, and it'll close the dialogue. You can come back and you can say, I'd like to check my loyalty, and it'll present you with how much loyalty you have. Actually, I'm going to expand that to say you have loyalty points. And I keep banging my mic, so I'm sorry if that's hitting you. You have loyalty points at the North Hub. Now, we also have the Black Hand Arena, which is doing something similar with loyalty points. And just so you're not confused, that this will be completely separate from the Black Hand Arena loyalty points. Time for some water. Okay, so let's say the player has completed, it'll bounce to 6. So Carson congratulates you. He's still a little pissed about the whole thing, and you have a few options you can choose. Really doesn't matter which one you choose, they're all going to go to the same place. It's just his reaction to that choice. Then you'll have the option to say, I'll come back when you're ready, and we're going to close the dialogue from there. Now, when the time comes that we're going to go to the next phase is going to be right here. I'm going to insert it right here. It'll probably be another bounce node, but either way, this is where we are with this whole piece of code. And we'll come back and we'll check everything out from, once we finish up with the next piece. All right, so let me save. It's Control S to save, Control Q to quit. Apply and close it. So Carson is done. Well, he's not done. He's as well as he can be. All right, so here is Hodor the Gaseous. No, I don't want to actually talk to him. I want to bring up the Mushi editor. Again, start a script. All right, this time we actually are going to bounce 3, so this is our first thing. So the first thing we're checking is whether or not the player has, oh, that's what he meant by the 5 goes nowhere. Yeah, well, I haven't done that yet, so yeah. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is if they don't have this quest, it's going to go in and tell them what they need to do and what is going on here. I'm not sure what this is. Let's delete it. It's just sitting there. This goes here. This goes here. What? So, How did he not know where 5 went? Water, true. Has the item, bucket of water. I mean, there's not another bucket of water, right? There's water bucket, wooden bucket, and bucket of water. What is water bucket? That's that one. No, I want this one, right? Not this one. Not this one. This one. 900474. See, now, I appreciate that Bunky came in to fix my code, and that's fine. But the way I had designed this is it's not actually supposed to present the option to do the things unless the player has what I need. So this should really be unnecessary. Irrelevant. Why couldn't I think of the word irrelevant? That's crazy. So I think I kind of rushed through the ending of this. I'm going to go ahead and pop these over here for right now. Break these. Again, this is so unnecessary. I don't need any of this. This is just... I appreciate the effort, but this is going to cause problems because, yeah, no. Delete. Wait. Okay. So what happens here is it's going to follow each one of these until it hits something to either change the screen or present the player with options. So each one of these presents the player with each one of these options. All right. They don't need additional false lines, because if it's false, I want nothing to happen. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to add, for whatever reason, I'm not sure why or how a player would get to this point without having Ooh, you hear that? You know what that sound is? That is the sound of the dragon flying overhead. That's pretty cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop that there. Move this up over here. Okay. Now, off of the end of these, I need to add a new action node for the global variable, which I wish had a little spyglass click for lookup, so I didn't have to go do this. Yeah. Okay. not listed anywhere else, huh? Oh, no, I do. Right here. Subtract. Action. So global variable subtracting the ice 1,000 units, because that's what the player just brought. And again, action, global variable, subtract buckets of milk. Okay. So each time a player comes in and does this, they'll be presented with they'll be presented with the option that meets the requirements. So if they have the quest get water and they have the water on them, they'll be presented with this option. If they don't have the quest or don't have the water, they won't be presented with the option. Now, for this reason, if a player comes in here and they don't have this and they don't have anything here, they're going to be looking at it going, I don't know what to do. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a new option down here and say I don't know what you need. I've forgotten what you need. What do you need again? We'll go ahead and do a couple of conditions. We'll do the global variable one is greater than this is greater than 0. Then we'll say this dialog I'm in need of more water. Bring me, period. Grammar Nazi me. Bring me another 1,000 buckets of water. I gotta put the number in there because it's just too many of them for people to remember or to know. You know, whatever. You know what I mean? So if it's true, that's what he's gonna say. Otherwise, if it's false, we're going to do the same thing. Global variable greater than ice 1,000. Oh, nope. Sorry. 0. And we're going to do the same. Dialogue essentially, except we're going to send more ice. Another 1,000 pieces of ice. I need to zoom so bad. Yeah, I've been this way. Drop a new condition. Last one. Condition greater than. Zero. Dialog. More milk. Give me another 1,000 buckets of milk. And I'm gonna go ahead and kill. I'm not killing. I'm gonna remove this guy. Fine. You want to be difficult? Fine. There you go. And then we're going to drop another dialogue right here. New dialogue. I have nothing else. I need nothing. Let's go see costs for the next task. I should have copied it, damn it. What is the quest? I forget. I forgot what the name of the quest was. I guess it's just help Hodor the Gaseous. I will go ahead and I'll give them H loyalty. I'll give them 10 points for that. I'll give them the option to say, okay. Okay. Thank you. Or door. I'll close the node from that. Okay. And the rest of these can just go right over here. Okay, thank you. And the dialogue will close. And these can all go over here to this guy. And that'll send it back to the beginning. I know, I got quiet. Sorry. Uh, this is really just me organizing. I do talk out when there is something to talk out. Let's go ahead and pop in. Let's go grab one of our land nodes. Okay. Right here. Actually, I put it right over here. I'll append. Actually, I'll append all of these. And we'll go ahead and drop a new that, and we'll grab all of that. I want this spell. Copy. Pull this back over here. Plop that in there. Actually, put this up like this. I'm gonna have to move things in as we go along because I need some space. Eureka. Eureka. Put this up even higher. Wait 3 seconds. We're gonna append so that pops up underneath it. A little higher. A little higher. 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 And I'm going to post a webhook message to general chat. And it's going to say Phase 1 of North Hub cleanup is complete. Huzzah. And then we'll go ahead and we'll pop onto this. So if a player comes in and they go through this, it's going to go ahead and pop them to 6. Bounce, 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 bounce to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's that. So, yep. Alright, so I'm going to need to... I mean, it doesn't really matter. I can probably leave it just like that, because once I get the quest... Do I complete the quest? I don't even know if I completed the quest. I don't even include... I don't. That's really where the quest check is. So instead of doing this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check to see if the player has been here. So we'll say new quest, give quest working with Hodor. And we'll let the player know. And we'll close that. It's really not that big a deal. But once they have come in, we'll go ahead and we'll delete that quest. So delete quest. What is it called again? Working with Hodor. Whenever possible, copy and paste, because you don't want to get anything wrong. And don't forget to write it all down. Have I been writing it down? Of course not. No, actually, I do have a lot of notes in my book right here. But, stupid me, I forgot to bring home a pen. And now I don't have a pen because my pen's right out. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, that's right. I don't have a pen anywhere in my friggin' garage to be able to solve this problem, but hey. Alright, so I'm going to delete that quest, which means that if I go over here and I change that this check is to see if you have recently talked to him or not. So essentially what will happen is the player will come in, it'll check that he has this quest. Now if it's the first time here, he's not going to have the quest, so it's going to bounce you to 4. 4 is going to bring you in here, you're going to talk, depending on where the global variable is for these items, and he's going to give you the working with Hodor at the very end. He's going to give these quests as well, but it's not important. So when he gives you this quest and you leave, when you come back, you'll actually have that quest. So has quest will be true, and you'll pop down to 5 instead of 4. 4 means you're returning, so you'll go through whatever items you're doing here, and if it's returning something in, it'll delete the quest, so that the next time you come back in, If you leave before you finish this line of questioning, you won't have that quest. But if you just continue on, you'll get the quest again right here. I actually probably don't want to notify the player. That'll be annoying. They're popping up, they're not going to know what to do with that information. And it's really not for them to know. It's just for coding purposes. And there you have it. That is phase 1. Now, they are collecting 100,000. Okay, let me show you here. This global variable that I have them removing is 100,000. Why is there an NH loyalty of 5 here? What is that? No, that needs to go away. That needs to delete that. Close. I don't have an NH as a global, do I? I do. Damn it. NH loyalty. And I'm going to give them 1 point. Let's see. See, that's a mistake that probably would have screwed me up. Anyway, where was I? Okay, global variables. Okay, these are 3 items that we're collecting. You can see that are at 100,000. So that means 100 play. There needs to be 100 turn-ins for each one of these. And given that we have 13 players and some of them are just nuts crazy about collecting and just going and doing, I know a bunch of them did it already last night. I don't see that this moved already since last night, so I'm a little concerned about that. But yeah, there we go. So that is complete. Now let's test it. Let's run as player. I have to fix that. Once you have what I need, come back to me. Let me go in there, fix that real quick while I know it's there. Okay. Once you have save, close, apply, close, OneCam. What am I looking for? Buckets of water. Buckets of water. Buckets of water. Other? Something? Here? Useless? Bucket? No, it's bucket, not buckets. That's why. Right. There it is. There's my option. Now, before I click it, I'm just going to go ahead and do what do you need again. I need more water. Bring me another 1,000 buckets of water. Okay, thank you, Odor. This player. 1,000 buckets of water. Awesome. Now, if I go back into the Mushi script, and I look at the global variables, and we scroll down, and there you are. All right. Wow, that's annoying. All right. Let me go back to Carson here for a second and run as player. Just checking our progress. And there you have it. Awesome sauce. Extreme awesome sauce. It works. Now to tell the folks at home. Okay, so
Boo.
hello. I'm streaming. How are you?
Dude, did I scare you? Boo.
Nah, you were announced.
Damn it.
Ah, boy. This is very sad to look at.
What?
My north base.
Dude, it's fixable. Just gotta pick up the stones. You're fine.
No, I know that, but I mean, I need the players to do something to make it happen. So that's what I'm doing.
I mean, in their defense, there wasn't as many people on Sunday as there was on Saturday. But yeah, all they had to do was draw them away. And I kept saying, draw them away. Draw them away from the North Hub. I even did it in different voices.
Did you read any of the dialogue?
Yeah.
Was I mean enough?
Yeah, I think you were fine.
Was
But yes, they should be chastised.
was Carson sufficiently pissy?
Yeah. And I hope I didn't mess you up. I just changed things to try and get the water thing to work because Phoenix was bitching, and I'm like, oh Jesus Christ.
Oh, come on.
So,
What are you bitching about? Yeah, I went in and I fixed it. The problem is that the options are not supposed to be presented unless you have the item and have that associated quest.
Right.
So
And that's what I assumed. I figured once you got all the water, then it would move and asking for the ice. And then once you had all the ice you needed, then it would go into the milk.
yep.
Oh, I like that you put the number for the bucket of water.
Yeah.
Now people are going to say, how do I find the item number? What is that number? How much you want to think that people are going to say, you need 900,474 buckets of water?
You only collect them in thousands, so full stacks. I only need 100 deliveries of water.
Really? Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Although that water is hard to get. So.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure there are hoarders out there.
All you do is set up that table and put an empty bucket in it and it fills.
What table?
The herbalist table. Is it the herbalist?
That's ranch water, dude.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
The buckets of water you want come from the water well.
Ah.
You know that water wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. Now it's not as easy as I thought, but that's okay.
It's okay. I mean, I am sure people have. I mean, there's plenty of water wheels in the world, so I am sure people have hoarded buckets of water, which isn't a bad thing. Have you looked at the size of our database recently?
No.
Over 300 megs.
Is it over 300 now? Because I think the last download I had was like 248 or something like that.
Over 300 megs now.
Oh, Jesus. Joseph.
They're hoarding so much stuff. I think these faction quests we're going to be doing with AOC really need to like wipe out their hoarding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hoarding is all well and good, but I think that they really want to actually be using those resources. So what resources are they collecting that are not being used for anything?
Everything. Oh my god, dude. I mean, all the meats, the savory stuff, the feral stuff, the exotic stuff, every meat you can imagine. I mean, that's why I put the cook at the Oasis Hub
Yeah.
that takes some of that meat off their hands. I mean, it doesn't pay them much, but it's better than them hoarding it or dropping it.
Well,
Um,
I,
stone, iron bars. I mean, the list is endless. They process this stuff and then just store it.
so for rewards on this whole thing, it's just going to be North Hub loyalty points.
I see that. I saw that. What do you do with that?
So once the North Hub is back up and restored, I'll put in vendors that they can trade those points in for things.
Okay. And there'll be a way for them to check how many points they have?
Yep, you can do that right now with Carson.
I didn't see that option last night. Yeah, I'm just looking at how you changed the code. Because my problem last night was I wasn't seeing anything that led to the bounce node number 5.
Yeah, I saw that message, and when I looked in, I'm like, what are you talking about? It's right there. It's the second section.
I couldn't find it. So I put it in. Yeah, because if you look at, this right here, where you have land 3
Yeah, I can't see your screen.
with the bounce and the bounce.
Yep.
There was no bounce 5 in here in this main box when I looked at it.
Oh, bounce 5 or land 5?
Bounce 5.
Oh, I see.
You had no bounce to the land.
I see. I see.
So when they got here, they they couldn't turn in the water. I was like, wait, and then I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh damn. And then I looked at your dialogue, and for some reason your dialogue didn't show up properly. So that's why I had moved everything into the one dialogue box out of everything, because when I clicked on it, the dialogue didn't show up at all. Yeah, it started with the Acida Doom, and then it just went all the way to the end. And it went, once you have what I need, come back to me. And I was like, wait, what did I need? I knew what I needed. So it was like all your appends
Yeah.
didn't show up. So that's why I cut and paste everything into just the one dialogue node.
Gotcha.
Just so that if people came over here, it would show up for them.
Gotcha.
I don't want to screw too much with your code and get you upset with me, but I just wanted to make sure that it worked. Fun as player.
I should put an admin option in there to get the buckets. This way you can do it and to adjust.
On it.
Yeah, but it's it's the point of debugs.
I know you love your debug. I didn't put any debugs on the arena. Okay, what do you need again? That's cool. Okay, that helps. When I talked to him the second time. Okay.
Well, all right. Let's throw an announcement up for it.
I thought I did.
Well, there's one about the North Hub being lost. Is there something in there on that? But it was long, so.
I thought I put one in last night, and I copied the message. Double check, but I copied the message that you typed on Discord, I believe.
Oh, what is it? Pippi settings, right?
Oh, interesting.
Oh, there it is. It's the next one.
I did the other guy without doing Carson.
You must have done them last night.
No, he just started the whole thing asking me, and I had the options of I owe you nothing and I'm here to help options.
Yeah, you get those anyway. Each time you go in, you get them.
No, this time I didn't get that. I got, I'm sorry, Carson, I did my best. Hey, I wasn't even here. It's not my fault. So it's a little different. Yeah, I don't get an option to check, or you're going to put the option to check once the hub is clear, because he didn't give me an option to check how many points I had.
Check loyalty should be the third option.
I didn't get that. Hold on.
Not sure what to
Nope,
do.
Not sure what to do.
Checking on progress.
I'm sorry, Nope. I'm sorry, Carson. I did my best. Hey, I wasn't even here. It's not my fault. I mean, he says, "Well done, Nagi. Corridor, the Gashias told me of your work. I'm glad to hear that you're at least willing to clean up after that massive defeat." Maybe I'll go over and turn in the buckets again. Because I think I didn't have his quest when I turned in the buckets.
It's possible. You don't necessarily need it. I mean, I could add in a check to make sure that you have it and send you to Carson if you don't, but...
Nope. Same three options.
What are the three options?
I'm sorry, Carson. Hey, I wasn't even here. It's not my fault. I assume he gets nastier if you don't give him the right answer.
Yeah.
And I think the arena is okay now. I don't know.
Uh... Okay.
Okay. Huh, Z is in one. That's odd. Guess he jumped ahead of Hal and he doesn't care now.
Let's see what happens if I do this. Oh, server crashed. No, I'm kidding.
Smack you.
it gives me everything twice, but
He wasn't even finished building the castle yet.
no, it's under construction.
Now it's under lava. That's it. Yeah, because I didn't realize how old the code was that was on those things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it definitely seems like when you're doing a repeatable quest and you put a complete quest in, it's not working. I guess I should tell Josh that.
Hmm. What am I missing?
Uh, could never be an archer.
God, it is way too dark.
Really?
Oh God, there's 12 players on right now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
might
you
get
got
it.
two more.
I got it. I got
One
it.
more. There you go. You did it.
Yay! I have no idea how it is that you're getting those options.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Hmm. All right, let me head back there. Yep, they're still saying 3 options.
All right.
Player. Next to 3. 3. Block 1.
All right. Do me a favor.
North page 1. Haldor dash goes. Bounce to 6. Yeah, because I'm getting bounced to 6 because of the options that I have. I get sent to land node 6.
Okay. So go into the. Let me see first. Talk to Carson, and go into the admin menu.
Okay.
And select remove Horridor Quest,
Okay.
remove North Hub Phase 1,
Okay.
and remove O Carson Nothing.
Okay.
Previous menu.
Run as player.
Run as player.
Well, now I don't know if you were here for the battle. I clicked, I'm here to do my part. That's what I clicked last time. Carson is happy. You received 10 loyalty. Da, 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 da. I'll do that. Not sure what to do. Just checking. Oh, now I got those. Not sure what to do. Checking on progress. Check loyalty. And my loyalty is 32 loyalty points. So somehow I must have gotten. Well, you know what? I didn't turn anything in. Let me go turn something in. You might want to reset that when I'm done, because I've turned in 3 so far.
It's all right.
3,000.
The other, the debug menu in Horridor will allow you to add 1,000 points to that variable. It'll also let you collect buckets so you don't have to spawn them.
Run as player. Okay. Come as soon as you Okay. Yep. Okay. Not sure what to do. Checking on progress. Check loyalty. I now have 33 loyalty points. Wait, did my points go down?
No, they don't remove them. But that would make sense. You got 10 for each time you talked to Carson, and then 1 for each time you returned a buckets.
Right. So yeah, it's working. Oh look, Z finally joined the server. Yeah, see, message from Tardisa.
Yeah, I saw it. Thank you.
Yeah, I put that in last night. So in his admin menu, can you check to see how many he's been turned in already?
You can check it as a player.
Can?
Yeah, if you go to Carson,
Oh, go to Carson.
just checking on progress.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That works.
No reason to hide that from the players.
No, it's fine. Yeah, because I think Phoenix was trying to work on the milk. And I think Z is trying to figure out the milk. How to get it.
Well, you can't hand in the ice or the milk until you've completed the water.
Right, but I don't think a lot of people have done the milk, so I think they're trying to prepare for the milk option.
Gotcha.
Because yeah, that milk's hard to get to.
Well, I was mistaken on the water. I thought it was the other water, so I figured everybody would have that in abundance. So that would be cleared quickly. And then the ice one would be like, oh, wait. I don't know if I have a fridge stocked of ice.
Yeah, if you go up to the north and you can get that much ice, and I mean you can get 100,000 ice in like 0 time just farming it.
Yeah. Well,
But the milk is only in the one corral that I know of with the goats
okay.
for the AOC, and it's over time. So it's going to take them a while to get all the milk from the AOC corral.
Right.
I don't know that a lot of people have those AOC corrals out.
Probably not.
I know a lot of people are using the.
Well, there's 3 different milks. There's bucket of milk, pail of gazelle milk, and milk. The bucket of milk is what I want.
Ooh, really?
Yep. And that's got the turquoise border, so that's Emberlight.
Oh no, that's immerse.
That's immerse.
Yeah,
So I should probably put the number on that one too, huh?
probably because there's a lot of different milks. So if that's the immerse mod,
And that's got a timer on it because it turns into spoiled milk.
right? Um, huh?
So where does that milk come from?
That's what I'm thinking. I actually don't know. Because I didn't know Immerse had milk. I'm looking at their trade-in table. Not there. Who's got a pens? Who's got pens? Oh, the Merlin has them. I'll switch into Merlin's clan. I'm sure he won't mind. Fucking hell, there. These gray lizards. I'm thinking it's one of these pens. Nope. What animal would give milk? Goat. The goat pen. Let's see what the goat pen's got. What the hell is this goat pen?
Lactating gazelle, wooden bucket, and wheat will give you a bucket of milk. The buckets of milk will only last 10 minutes.
Shit.
It's going to be rough.
The milk's going to be really rough. Yeah, because this pen does not produce milk. So you got to create wheat. Wait, what you got to do again?
You have to create wheat. Oh, where'd
Which
it
is
go?
easy.
I lost it. Hold on. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Bucket of milk comes from a gazelle corral, but you need a lactating gazelle, a wooden bucket, and 10 wheat.
Where the fuck do you get a lactating gazelle?
I have no idea.
And that's immersed.
Yep.
No fucking clue where you get a lactating gazelle. Didn't even know there was such a thing in the game. There's a gazelle. There's a lactating gazelle. Where the fuck do you get that? Oh, I bet you I know where.
Okay, so milk stays good inside a preservation box with ice.
Well, yeah, a lot of the stuff does. But I know where I get a gazelle. Nope. Wow, somebody left a shit ton of wheat on this thing. Somebody made a bunch of wheat on the item exchange. The Oasis hub.
Mm-hmm.
There's 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, over 15,000 wheat on this thing.
Jeez.
Okay. The gazelle was not there. Farm merchant. Nope. Where the fuck do you get a lactating gazelle?
I think you need a gazelle.
How the fuck do you make it lactate?
I think if there's 2 in there, I guess I gotta go do this.
I mean, I'm looking at all these. I mean, there's a flask of gazelle milk that I can buy, which costs. Wait, sell flask of gazelle milk. Oh, I can sell it. I can't buy it.
Why are there still things here at the riverside?
What do you mean? There are things?
Yeah.
No clue. Oh, did your spawner spawn again?
Yep.
I don't know how. I don't know how you get a lactating gazelle. You could sell them. Yeah, no lactating gazelles. And the pens are ember light. The corrals are AOC. Oh, there's a gazelle corral
Mm-hmm.
that requires adventuring farmer, animal trainer. That gets you a gazelle. You could do it on the animal trainer. How the fuck do you get it to lactate?
Oh wow. This is
Can't get gazelle milk. Okay, the iron pail. Still, I don't know how you get a lactating gazelle. I mean, are all gazelles lactating?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm looking for the lactating gazelle and how to do it, but I'm not seeing it. Let me help if I search.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some wheat in these buckets. Wheat. Where's the wheat?
Okay, so it looks like you put a fawn in a gazelle corral, and you'll either get a wild gazelle, a wild antelope, a lactating gazelle, or a wild antelope, or a tired gazelle. Really? A tired gazelle? So you got to keep putting fawns in a gazelle corral. Holy shit. How do you get a gazelle corral again?
And there's a slot for a thrall. I wonder what thrall goes in there.
Oh, fucking clue.
You handcraft a gazelle corral.
Okay.
Wild
Ooh.
wild antelope. Wait, what?
I think the wild antelope, the gazelle, I think the corral creates, when you put a fawn in the corral, the gazelle corral, you have a chance to either get a wild antelope, a gazelle, a wild antelope, a lactating gazelle, a wild antelope, or a tired gazelle. I don't know, because that's what I'm seeing here on their damn webpage. Because it says fawn, adventuring farmer, gazelle corral, and then under Ingredients. Oh, that's ingredient. Oh, I don't fucking know, man. It's ingredients. All gazelle steak. I don't see. I don't know. I'm confused how to make a lactating gazelle. It makes no sense here.
So apparently,
Why would they sell lactating gazelles?
Venture Farmer, Gazelle Crow.
Here it says fawn, adventuring farmer, handcrafted gazelle corral. And then ingredients, meaning I guess what you can put in it, is a wild antelope, a gazelle, a wild antelope. I don't know why it has wild antelope 3 times.
Because you need the combination: a wild antelope and a gazelle, wild antelope and a lactating gazelle, a wild antelope and a tired gazelle.
Right, where do you get the lactating gazelle from to put into the gazelle corral?
I don't know. But I'll tell you that my gazelle right now looks like a tired gazelle.
I don't know.
Here,
How did you get a gazelle?
Here, come over to the riverside. I'm over where the bonfires were.
Oh, everything just fell dead.
Yep.
Okay. Switch my.
What thrall do I use for the super duper alchemy station? I have the one from Conan, doesn't work. Then a name I bought from you guys doesn't work. What's super?
I haven't been able to figure out what goes in that cauldron, the greater cold fireball cauldron. I haven't figured it out. I put all kinds of shit in there. These are, I don't know. These are just fawns. Where'd you get these fawns?
Well, I spawned them. Do I need to put it in the animal trainer? Maybe that's what I need to do.
I think it does, because, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think the animal trainer will give you a chance to get a lactating gazelle from a gazelle. But with the animal trainer, you got to put in silver coins, or she doesn't work for you.
Silver coins.
Yeah, you got to put silver Conan coins in.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
I think it's Conan coins. I don't think it's immerse coins. Oh, wait.
What? What?
I think Merlin did figure out which one it was. Hold on, let me go check his cauldron. And you would think, since I am Merlin, I would remember. but of course I don't. Because I think it was a rare spawn. The other one, where's the... Yep, he's got one. She might Alchemist 3. So that's the improved. That's the greater.
Damn it, I hit the wrong button. Oh.
What?
You take a wild antelope and a tamed gazelle, and you put 2 to 6 gold coins on an animal trainer or a gazelle corral to get a lactating tired can be made the same way.
Where the hell did you find that?
On the immersive Discord.
Yeah, some of this stuff is just so involved.
Oh, boy. Okay, so... I need... a wild antelope.
So you might wanna somehow give them instructions on how to do that.
Tamed gazelle.
Oh.
I guess that's a spawn. And gold coins. Okay. So, have a gazelle. A wild antelope.
Oh, wait. No, I don't remember. I'm still trying to figure out the fireball cauldron thing. I gotta go cook dinner.
All right.
You'll probably be gone by the time I finish. Well, no, I'm just making grilled cheese. Don't feel like cooking. All right, I'll be back, man.
All right. Oh boy. I wonder if this. Well, that gives me the corral. I already had the corral. Alright, so okay, so I know that this is no longer messing with Mushi. Now it's messing with immersive, but trying to sort this out. The only gazelle I see. Anything that tells you how to get a take gazelle. Just look at anyone tame gazelle from one found in the wild, not Aramite item. Next update. Okay, so this gazelle, this 19112, this is if you raise a fawn in a pen, you'll get this gazelle. So don't put it out into the world, pick it up, and you put it in an animal trainer, and he will convert that gazelle. If you give him that gazelle and a wild gazelle, which you can buy from a merchant in here with the gold, and he'll craft you a corral. You take the corral, you place the corral like this, and you drop a couple fawns in it, nothing happens. Where's my page here? Alright, so there's no instructions on how to get a lactating gazelle. Let me try putting that in. Lactate. I see how to use it. I don't see how to buy it. So I'm wondering if it's a chance drop or something from our animal trainer friend here. Let me just go ahead and drop all this gold on there. Just nothing. That's not going to give me anything. I don't know why I'm taking so many. I'm curious to see if this gets used or if you can leave that there to create more. And look at that, I got a lactating gazelle. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to pop in here, and I'm going to take that lactating gazelle right here, and I'm going to pop him in there. Can I pop him in here? No. I don't think the fawn's going here. I think it's just the lactating gazelle. And 10 wheat, so... do I have to put gold coins in here too? Maybe I have to put gold coins in here too. Alright, so let's I think I have to start this one up too with gold coins. In this inventory. No? Any more? No? I know that she needs gold coins. Oh, and I got the corral too, so... I got 3 fawns. Oh. I have 3 fawns. Okay. So... if I go in here and I get a gazelle, I come back to her, and I toss the gazelle in there. Gazelle. This one. There we go. And it's producing again. Okay. That's not so bad. Okay, so how do I get the animal trainer? I get the animal trainer. Get the animal trainer from a farm merchant. All right. That is the wrong thing. Farm merchant. Oh, Mr. Farm Merchant. Aha! Aha! 50 gold coins. Convert gold 50. Oh. I guess I can't do that. Hit with the gold. Seriously? Alright, so that's how I would buy one. Okay. Actually need to do that. I'll come over here. Let's put this in half. It's still crafting. This is still not lactating though. Do I need to have fawns in here for this to work? I mean, I don't know. There's plenty of wheat. Lactating gazelle. It's wheat and a wood bucket. $94 000023. 27. Three 00004. What am I looking for? I don't even know what I'm looking for here. Alright, let's get some gold in there. Just, I don't know. Those all fawns I had in there? Hmm. wonder if it's because I don't have the feet. Interesting. You may notice that I don't have a lot clicked off here, and it's because there was an update a while back that required us to reset everything, and I just never actually went and did it. It's not really a big deal, I don't think. And most of the stuff that I spawn for for crafting, building, whatever, it's just I don't need to do all these. When I'm playing, I'll do it. When I'm just doing this, then. I know I've been streaming for a while. I should probably stop the stream. But yeah, I mean, this has been going for what? Oh, 2 hours and 15 minutes. 2 hours and 18 minutes. But it's alright. I don't see anything here suggesting that I need to do anything. Additionally, decoration. I think it's in a decoration. Fashionista. Construction. Digress, that's gotta go. Core. Not there. Survival. Not here. Homestead. I mean, I don't really think that's necessary, but okay, why not? But none of this is Emberlight, so... Immersive, rather. It's not a weapon, it's not an armor. Yeah, I'm getting nothing here. Oh, okay. There you go. Alrighty then. Let's drop all that in there.
And I'm back.
And I figured it out.
What? What was there to figure out? Did I miss something?
Yep, you missed it all.
Okay.
Okay, so you get a fawn out in the world, and you put it in a pen.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
No, the pen, the regular, you know, pen for turning it into a pet.
Okay.
And then you put the pet into your inventory. You don't place it in the world. You come over here to a merchant, and you buy a animal trainer. They cost 50 gold. You place it at your home, or whatever, and you put the gazelle pet into the animal trainer, along with a wild gazelle. I'm out of wild gazelles. Oh, it's so convoluted.
On. Wait, you can take those pets out of those huge, gigantic pens?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could take them out.
What do you mean? The regular Conan pens?
Oh, the Conan pens. Okay. I thought you were talking about the real big ones that you put all the pets in. The gazelles and the pigs and the rabbits and all that kind of stuff.
Nope.
Okay, do they not realize how much storage is actually in this game?
Who?
Kashaf? He wants us to put in a mod. Which mod is this? Savage Steel.
Oh, no.
Why would I want Savage Steel? Holy crap. It's 1 gigabyte.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. you haven't figured it out.
Yep, I figured it out.
Lactating gazelle, did you?
Oh, it uses up the lactating gazelle. Oh wow. Oh, that sucks. This is gonna take forever. Oh man. Oh man. Um.
So, what's the issue now?
Um. Okay. You're right. So you get a fawn pet over there. You know, you put a fawn in there, and you get a pet. You get a pet. You come over here. You get an animal trainer. Costs 50 gold. You place him down. You go out and you buy a wild antelope. I'm still trying to figure out where to get that. Let me pull that up.
Wild antelope?
Yeah. Where do we buy a wild antelope? Rare drop from antelope. What the hell does that mean?
You don't know where to get the antelope.
The wild antelope.
Wild antelope. Okay.
I mean, I guess we could sell them. Limited time only.
Oh, it's a rare drop from an antelope. So you go out, you kill an antelope. Oh, it's just like the goats. Like to get the baby goats to put in the really big pens,
Yeah.
you got to go kill goats. And when you butcher it, occasionally you get a baby goat.
Oh.
And then you put the baby in the pen. So this is the same way. To get a wild antelope, it's a rare drop from an antelope.
Okay. Well, you'll take that wild antelope.
And a rare drop.
Of the rare drop. And you put it and your trained gazelle into the animal trainer with some gold. And it will craft one of three things. One of three things. It'll either give you it'll give you 3 fawns. It'll give you either a gazelle corral, a lactating gazelle, a regular gazelle, or a tired gazelle.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I had said originally.
So far, I've only gotten.
Is there a crocodile coming at us?
I don't know.
Where the fuck he come? Oh, fuck.
There's another one coming around. But, okay, so the timer will go and it'll craft that. It'll only show the gazelle corral in the crafting queue, but then when it's done, you'll get 3 fawns in the pets section, and then whatever it spits out, the lazy, lactating, or gazelle.
Okay.
So you'll take that lactating gazelle, and you'll put him into the gazelle corral, and you'll put it with a wooden bucket and some wheat, and you click on the bucket of milk, and you say craft. And it can only craft according to how many lactating gazelles you have in there. And then you take your milk.
Now, do the lactating gazelles go away?
I don't know. I don't think so. I thought so at first, but now I don't think so.
Well, I'm watching it. One is... God, that is so slow.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of frog goes in there.
Are there any Emberlight thralls? I mean, immersive thralls?
I don't think so. I know there are Ember Light ones, but I don't think there's immersive thralls. So it's got to be a vanilla one. Good Lord.
No.
If you're good. Wow, that will... Yeah. Holy shit.
And when you're in there, the bucket is starting to expire as soon as it's made. So you have to get it out quickly
Word.
and put it into the fridge.
Oh my God.
And we need 100,000 of those.
I'm thinking North Hub is never going to get fixed that way.
I can lower it, I guess.
North Hub is never going to get fixed. Let's see. What would you think out of the vanilla would go into a pen? Oh. No. What would go in a pen? Is there...
Maybe the backpack one? What's that? The carrying thrall. The Sherper.
Nope. I mean, there is no thrall for, like...
Chef?
Pet pens. Chef?
Yeah.
What the hell not? You didn't put a thrall in here.
No.
Oh, okay. It's head chef, and I read it Tardis.
Oh,
It's Taradis.
Taratus. That's funny.
I was like, did you put a thrall in here?
You just spawned it.
Ah, son of a bitch, I had that little thing checked. Bitch, die. Nope. fuck thrall goes in the gazelle corral? All right, I'm gonna go look up. Of course, I can't find shit. Well, there might not be one. Why would I have a thrall thing? Tanner? Is there somebody we put in the regular pet pens? There
No.
isn't, is there? Breeder. Is that a breeder dog?
Yep.
I don't see no breeder thrall. I have to wait for them to answer because I don't see anything. Alchemists, archers, armorers, blacksmith, captains, carpenters, cooks, entertainers, fighters, priests. Yog priest? Ah, shit. That's spawning again.
Yep.
God damn it. Tanner's Taskmasters. I mean, it wouldn't use one of the other mod stuff because that would be silly. So it has to use in-game draw, vanilla. Go away, bitch. Go away. I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna hurt her.
You got the
Go away.
chance, mate. Your dance for me now. Or swing for me later.
God damn. Hell, I was doing no damage to her. Nope. I've tried them all.
So with it set to 1,000 right now, I have plenty of time to work on what I'm going to do next.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking to get rid of the darkness, I'm going to need a priest. But which one?
You're gonna need a what?
I'm going to use a priest
For?
for one of the altars.
Oh. I don't know.
Which one is like the anti-darkness one?
Priest?
Yeah. Like, what should the religions?
I would think Mithra.
Mithra? Okay.
Mithra. Yeah. I would think.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree.
Because Yog is pretty. Derketo is lust. Yog is eating people. Beast is beast. Set is set. Yeah, I would think Mithra.
All right, so I'll look through Mitra's inventory of collecting items and have them collect that stuff to get rid of the darkness. And what else? That'll be it. And it's just back to construction.
Okay. Oh, now Multigun is all about finding where the issue is. Because, um, what's his name? Scooper,
Yeah.
whatever his name is, responded to me about my video. And I posted in Multigun thing. I said, so this comes directly from the programmer who wrote the code, worked on that. So, the reason that would happen, since it seems to have happened to many types of building pieces, is the building actor getting scaled weirdly. There's nothing in the vanilla game that does that now. So my best bet is the mod with a mod with building pieces that has messed up its transform a bit. I said we decided to remove this mod, and we'll see if all goes well. I said I'm going to be removing it on Monday. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. And they're like, "Oh wow." Now they're like, "Okay, do you happen to have a backup file with this like this so we can check it?" It's like now they want to all, it's like, really?
Yeah.
Really? Really?
All right. Oh, you done? Oh boy.
Looks like she's giving birth.
Oh, technically she is.
Have you taken any milk out of here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you just did. Okay. I'm like, because I only saw 2, and I'm like, 2 in this little bit of time? I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah, I have 9 now. Where did it go? There it is.
Oh, wait, 9?
9.
Oh my God. Oh God, I hope they respond with what for all, and I hope it speeds it up.
Did you look in the cooler here in the preservation box?
Uh-uh. Oh good Lord. 9. That's it? That's all? Oh God.
But I have 11 corrals, so I mean I could spread that out.
You could, but oh my God.
And I got one more in my inventory. So if I go.
You would think it would make as many buckets as it has gazelles, lactating gazelles.
Oh, it does.
At one time, but apparently
Oh, not at one time, no.
that's what I mean. It should be at one time. I mean, honestly, dude, I was going to do an event this weekend.
I know.
Save the hub.
I know.
I mean, I like your idea a hell of a lot better.
Well, there's 2 parts to this, so the battle part is easy, and if you screw that up, well, then that's your own fault.
Yeah.
And now you have to really work at it if you want to get back. I think I just cheated a little bit, though. I'm not going to say how. Not that anybody's watching this, but they could watch the recording later and we wouldn't know. Oh.
What did you do that you cheated?
Well, I don't want to say.
Oh, please. Why is she standing up now?
It's just an animation. Oh, that milk disappeared. I don't know where it went.
Uh-oh. Oh, you got 9 milk in here.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 10.
Uh-oh. Wonder if anybody has bid on the crate auction.
I heard people talking about it.
Okay. Anything good or bad?
I didn't really have any understand. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's from.
Ooh, what is that?
What?
There's a huge platform with trees. Huh. Oh. Okay, squirrel. Oh, there's three Pippy notes.
There.
Z has bid 5,000. Marius has bid 5,500. And ISO has bid 8,000. Oh shit. For 3 for crates.
I'm streaming. Just keep that in mind.
I'm just great. I mean, it's all posted on the wall, so that's the point. Is people come in here, put their little Pippy notes up, and put how much they bid. 3 crates. What is this over here? Oh, it's somebody's base. Oh, nice. I like this. They have built a garden on the water.
Nice.
It's got all the really big pet pens. And a lot of trees. I've never seen these trees before. Got ivy all over the place. Small decorative tree. Medium decorative tree. Large decorative tree. Wonder what mod these trees are from.
Trees are in immersive. No, trees are in Emberlight.
Ember?
Yeah.
These are cool looking trees. I didn't realize there were so many trees. And all the pets from the pet pens are out walking around.
I got 11. Okay. I think I have to call it. It's about that time.
Okie dokie.
I want to thank all my future viewers. All right. Until next time.
Ooh, there's a gazelle flying in the air. Hello, Mr.